Welcome to episode 8 of our TukTuk Road Trip series. We're on the last push to get up to Jaffna, but do we make it? Today we are really pushed to our limits as our trusted tuk-tuk seems to have had enough.
So our tuk-tuk problem has just gone from bad to worse.
And we have some very awkward police encounters.
And we just got pulled over by the police. Is he telling me to stop or what? Oh, he's telling me to stop.
Hi, I'm Lucie.
Hello, I'm Lairu.
We are husband and wife living in the south of Sri Lanka. Follow us in this travel series as we venture from the south to the north of Sri Lanka in our tuk-tuk. Stopping at Kurunegala, Dambulla, Sigiriya, Polonnaruwa, Trimcommolly, Anuradhapura, Kalpitiya, Mannar, and all the way up to Jaffna. We'll be exploring popular must-see places, but also taking many trips on the road less travelled to find mesmerising places rich in history. So jump in and join us for this adventure.
This is insane. Only in Sri Lanka.
We last saw you in Colombo, and that's where we're picking up from today, on our journey towards the north of Sri Lanka.
We've got our drone fixed.
I can't believe that just happened. I just crashed the drone this morning and it just flew into a tree and landed in the water.
And we got my visa sorted. So now we're gonna get out of Colombo because it's crazy here. And we're gonna head to our next destination, which we don't actually know where we're going. We have no clue.
Okay, we're on the road, we're leaving Colombo, and we've decided we're gonna head to Kalpitiya tonight, because even that's gonna take us like 4 to 5 hours to drive to. Originally we were thinking, let's try to drive to Jaffna, but there's no way, it's gonna be minimum of 8 hours, and we're leaving Colombo, it's like 1 o'clock now, so we're quite late. It took us a lot longer to get the visa sorted and the drone, but at least all of that's done. There are 2 major things that we've got completed. So now we just got to leave Colombo, find the right road, get some food. Oh, cashews have. Our tuk-tuk has taken us on so many adventures so far, and we're surprised it's still going, to be honest. We were just in Anuradhapura where some monkeys got to her, so she took a bit of a beating, bless her.
The monkeys literally destroyed our tuk-tuk.
But she's still going strong for now and is now taking us through the busy roads of Colombo. If you want to hire a tuk-tuk and travel around Sri Lanka, I highly recommend you do so, but do not drive through Colombo. I repeat, do not drive through Colombo. It is a nightmare. No one abides by the driving laws. Some of the traffic lights don't work. I swear people want to crash their car. Am I just going straight?
Yes.
This way? Or this way? Want to get out now. It's like no one sticks to the lanes. Like if there's 3 lanes, there would be 5 lanes, you know? Well, I'm in my lane. I don't know what you're doing. This is carnage. This gives me anxiety just looking at this. Eh? Ah! Oh my god, I can't deal with this. Like there's even a cyclist in the middle lane, like what? Oh, this is hell. Insane. Ah, I can't do it anymore. I'm so stressed. Oh yeah, I'm just gonna park my car in the middle of the road.
This is right. Husband?
Yeah. Sorry, but you directed me straight. It says residents only. Am I going here? Okay, so Lahiri directed me wrong. We literally nearly went onto the highway and we just got pulled over by the police.
I'm putting mistake to I speak, yeah? You are mistake.
If they don't take my driving license away, that's it. We're done for the tuk-tuk going north. Oh my god. Luckily for us, one of the police officers was very, very nice. That's the thing, there's only one sign and it's like at the junction. So it's like in that split moment when there's so much traffic, you're going so fast, you have to make the decision. There's 1, 2, 3 lanes, 3 roads. And the road that they're saying we can go down actually says only residents. That's why I didn't go down this road. We nearly drove the tuk-tuk on the highway, can you imagine? Oh my god. I can't believe that just happened to us. Get me out of Colombo now. This is too much stress. I'm never ever driving in Colombo again. We've officially left Colombo and we're on the road heading towards Kalpitiya. I think that's how you say it. This road is way crazier than driving in Colombo. Like, just people are all over the roads. This is absolute mayhem. We just stopped on the side of the road to pick up a knife. It's amazing to me that you can just pick up a massive knife, like a big machete, off the side of the road here. And we just got a knife for 1,000 rupees. Great for opening tins of fish for really skinny street dogs. We are really you're so annoying. We are really close to chill out. We just stopped for a lemon juice. It was so refreshing. I really needed that after all that stress of driving. We've got around 2 hours to go, or 2.5 hours I think, to reach our destination. We are both Godak Buddy Giddy, and I feel like we're at one of those stages where we don't really talk to each other because we're so hungry. So I just checked the map. There is a pure vegetarian place just up the road here, so we're gonna head there now. Do you need any lunch? I'm changing your lunch here. We made it to the beach just as the sun has set. This is so amazing and so worth the stress of driving through Colombo into Negombo. That was hectic. That was the most stress I think I've ever been, but it was all worth it for this. This is Kalpitiya. Currently it's their low season, but it's beautiful. Wow. Hi, gorgeous baby.
are going to Jaffna. Good morning everyone, today go Jaffna.
Good morning everyone. Today we are going to Jaffna. Right now we are in Kalpitiya. It's beautiful. I wish we could stay here for longer, but we are on a tight schedule now. We have only a few days left of our tuk-tuk adventure trip. So yesterday we left Colombo. I got my visa, so I got an extra year, which is amazing. Woo. And then we came up to Kalpitiya because we knew we couldn't drive from Colombo to Jaffna in one day in the tuk-tuk because that's too much driving. So we thought we'd break up the journey by stopping somewhere along the way. So we thought, you know what, let's head to the beach. Let's go to Kalpitiya. And it's beautiful. It's off season here at the moment, but it is quite windy. And the beach, the sea today is very sandy, like it's very murky. So I think we've made the right decision to leave this morning, but I'd really like to come back here and explore more when we have time in the near future. But we've decided today we're gonna make the long journey from Kalpitiya up to Jaffna. So Google Maps is telling us that this morning it's gonna take 6 hours. Definitely not, it's gonna take around, well, more than 8 hours. What are you doing? You're distracting me.
Let's go.
It's going to take around 8 hours, more than 8 hours, so we're giving ourselves all day to travel, and obviously we're going to be breaking up the journey along the way. There's a few things that I've got saved on the map, a few vegetarian restaurants we can stop at for lunch, and a few other places to see. And I think it's just going to be a really interesting, beautiful journey, which maybe not many other travellers are taking in tuk-tuks. I'm not sure, it's quite far up, isn't it? So let's go.
Hurry up, let's go.
Everyone's calling him sir now. All right, we're all packed up and ready to go again. I feel like today is going to be a much better day than yesterday because we don't have to drive through Colombo. And that was a massive stress for me yesterday. The fact that I had the stress of getting my visa, I had the stress of driving through Colombo, and then we were stressing that we may not be able to get the drone fixed. So yesterday was pure stress, but today is a good day. I feel it. We're going to have a lot of fun driving to Jaffna. A long time driving to Jaffna. Uh-oh. Yes, little tuk. So our first stop, of course, is petrol. I think there's a couple petrol stations on our way out. And actually something we've noticed is that in the south, near where we live, we have to still show our QR code in every petrol station. But every petrol station we've been to above Colombo, we've not had to show a QR. They've not even asked for our QR code. So it's really easy to be able to travel around up here. And also, the price of petrol is a lot cheaper up here than it is in the south. I don't know why that is, but for a full tank of petrol we were paying over 3,000 rupees. Up here for a full tank we're paying just over 2,000, so it's quite a big difference. Oh my god, Roo. Hi! Hello! Oh my god, my friend! Ready? Hey! Hi! Oh, look at how nice! This is the best day ever! Oh, hello! Roo, can you believe this is my life right now? This is amazing! Do you want to come in the tuk-tuk? Hello! I literally want to cry. Don't want to go. It's amazing. I'm literally crying. You want to come in the tuk-tuk? I literally want to take one home. This one is my favourite. I've literally been crying. I love them, Roo. Don't get angry at me because I love them. Bye guys. Have a good life. I love you so much.
Let's go, Lu. Time no, what are you doing?
Well, I just love them so much.
Let's go.
later than we would have liked to because we spent too much time with the donkeys. But honestly, that was the best start to the morning. And if every day of mine could start with donkey kisses, I would be the happiest person alive. That was amazing. And if anyone knows why there's donkeys here, are they owned or are they wild, please let us know because I'd really like to put one in our tuk-tuk, take it home. We should definitely get donkeys. Like 2 donkeys would be really cute. Give this video a thumbs up if you think we should get donkeys. We just stopped at this cute little petrol station. Now we're all full. We can continue our journey.
හදන්න කොහෙද? මේ පොඩි මිස්සයක් තියෙනවනේ. ඉස්සරහට අපි මේ යනකම යාපනේ. අය මෙතන සයිඩ් එකක් තිබ්බනේ.
So we are around 2.5 hours into our trip today. We're somewhere outside of Anuradhapura. We've got 2 different directions we could go, but our tuk-tuk has actually been making these really funny noises since we left Anuradhapura. But we kind of just were ignoring it until today when we were just driving here and it started making awful noises and like going really funny. So we just pulled over, we found this repair shop luckily. So we've pulled in and we bought some parts. I'm not sure what these are. But yeah, hopefully they can fix it and we can get on our way. We've just stopped again because there's a really weird rattling sound coming from the engine this time. When we drove away from the repair shop, which we thought had fixed it, it was still doing the jolting. Now it's not doing that anymore, but it has got this really weird rattling sound, so we're thinking something is loose in the engine. This is all we needed today. I really hope we'll make it to Jaffna today. Now the sound is different. It's not the same, it's repaired, it's just different. So our tuk-tuk problem has just gone from bad to worse. We've now come to the third garage. We're around 3 hours away from Jaffna, so we're slowly making our way up. The other two garages we stopped at, well, the first one we thought they fixed it, but then maybe they caused something else a problem. I don't know. Then we went to another one, he couldn't fix it, and now we're at our third one. And he's now just told us that it's a big engine problem. And I don't know whether it's because we've been doing so much driving that the tuk-tuk engine just can't cope with the amount of kilometers we've been driving recently. So let's see what these guys have to say, and hopefully we can get it kind of fixed, at least enough to get to Jaffna, because that's where we're heading to today. I never know if the police are telling us to stop or if they're just being like, hello. Oh, I got so excited then. Hello.
Hi, I'm here.
Huh?
Where are you going?
We're going to Jaffna.
Jaffna?
Yeah.
Where are you from?
We're coming
Huh?
all the way from Ahangama. Ahangama, go in the south. Gala.
Gal.
Long driving.
What's your name?
Lucie. Sorry, I didn't know if you were telling us to stop or not. I was like, do I stop?
Honda, natra karna ko dai natra karo na gila.
නෑ ඉතල නතර කරන්නේ කියලා. ඒක කරලා ඉතල ඉතුරු.
I didn't know whether you were saying hello, you can go, or stop.
I stop.
Oh, sorry.
Me කවදා මෙහෙට ලංකාවට.
නෑ මේ බැඳලා ඉන්නේ මම මෙයා තමයි.
ඔය.
ඔව්.
Your husband, huh?
Yeah, bagi Samir.
Hi, see.
Okay? Thank you so much. If you're a police officer and watching this, can you make it more obvious when you're pulling someone over? It's not obvious, is it? He was like, as if to be like, you can go.
No, she speaks.
Oh, I thought he was saying you can pass. You know, like before we've had people like, and it's like, oh yeah, they want us to stop. Lovely conversation, let's get on the road. Woo!